Do want to draw a bit of armchair psychology to the attention. Snacks is back in the middle seat over Moneshi. It was MongolZ recently sitting in the middle of the team, but Snacks has regained claim of his throne.
Also, like, if you're doing this whole weird thing as an experiment and letting the opposite in the middle, which is fine, like, if you experiment with that, but if he is going, maybe you want to go back to something more normal.
Oh, that's a nice kill for Rez. MongolZ with his back turned as Heavy God will respond. 2 kills from the jungle makes up for that awkward mid-control going the way of GamerLegion. Hunter, he's known for his pistols. And he's going to get himself another. Usually the call, instead this time the kill. MongolZ now 1v2. Torsen's found Heavy God in the site, and MongolZ has no Kevlar because he's got a kit. He needs the kills. They're giving him them. Oh my god, how is he allowed to get away with that frag? And now Torsen's going to stick that bomb. MongolZ coming in hot.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh. MongolZ with the spot, but Torsen's already 3 kills deep.
See ya.
Gets out over towards the spawn.
Just stick it.
MongolZ does have a kit. Tap on it, hoping that baits the peak, but look, Torsen does not move a muscle. MongolZ now with the full commit.
Yeah, he's not ready.
Calls his bluff again, and MongolZ with the stick, just gonna walk away with a pistol round for G2. It's a nice pistol put forth from Torsen. 4 kills, but unable to get the one that matters. Unable to find MongolZ on that defuse. The things he likes to do, and his output's been great. It feels like he will be a requirement in this series. So 4 in the pistol, not a bad way to start. He tries his hand at another opener here, but Hunter gets the better of him. Gun retrieve, Slen's gonna put it to work. That's a crazy turn out of PR. Moneshi on the scene, and Heavy God tapping out Rez. He's even gonna run at the planter. MongolZ shining bright.
He's back.
Sadly, it's probably not Slen. He's been a bit like hit and miss. There was a lot of hype around him initially. Hang on a sec, we'll hold that thought because this skirmish for the A side has now started. MongolZ actually gonna play through this with the smoke drop. Has to continue the spam, trying to thin the herd even more so. That's an awkward molly extinguish. That smoke just put it out.
It's crazy.
And so that's going to allow G2 to keep harassing over the stairs.
It's a real problem. It's not what they wanted at all. Don't know how that smoke blooms enough. So G2 are not too worried right now. MongolZ in just an excellent position to win this round. Nice trade.
That's very important for Torsen that it comes so cleanly. Right, at least now he's still in the picture here, able to take a bit of room as he gets aggressive. Hunter on the jump across him, MongolZ both spotted. He's claustrophobic. MongolZ with a key turn. Still there, low on health. Both these players back in the market. ZTR tries to bring the fight to them, and MongolZ is clean with it.
MongolZ. Low health gets 2 clinical M4 headshots. Without those,
America's teams. And going to this G2 project was meant to be his big breakthrough moment. And then you look at what happened to the team post him joining. Nico out, now rumors of MongolZ swelling. This is the breakthrough, but not how you wanted it if you're MongolZ, right? You imagine you were going to a top squad, you were going to be competing for trophies. Instead, it's a lot more about him. It's an opportunity he's going to have to learn to seize, right? He's going to have to become kind of the defining character in this G2 squad. But it's different circumstances to when he joined this roster.
yeah.
This is great for MongolZ, farming on that AWP. One man made it past him. PR got out over towards the truck, but this has been heard. And MongolZ, that laser cuts through GamerLegion on the B hit. MongolZ has landed in Bucharest.
Dude, MongolZ, it's just like you put a player on his screen, he's dead. Like
Yeah.
It's just every time the enemy's dead, every time. It's actually just not fair. Look, put him on his screen. Okay, well. Now he's on the screen. Okay.
I mean, I also think, like, even when you look at their time at, like, EPL, there were a couple of series there where m0NESY was a little quieter, and you can feel how hard that hits G2 when he's not feeling it. So, very reassuring in this opening game that m0NESY is already such a force to be reckoned with. He's dead in this round, though, as Rez opens 2 out through the connector. Torsten and PR both get away with murder in the meantime, and it's all eyes on Snax. 1v3. Long way away. They know he's that B-side player.
If he had a kit, I'd be believing, but 0% with no kit, you're not going to get to stick that bomb. Maybe you could have used your util and jumped on it. There are kits down. Spotted now. And a peek from the default site will just end his round. So Snax gets his exit, but I don't think you can win this one now. GamerLegion still have strong positions. Kip
He's trying.
Smoke can go on the bomb.
Another molly.
Snax making a move right now. He needs to get this kill. Oh! He's got it. Backstab not ready as Rez finishes what he started. 3 kills after that double entry in mid. He found MongolZ and m0NESY in middle, and he puts on a 1v1 to seal the deal.
They get caught up in the momentum and the hype or the stress of occasions, but I think Ash is actually a perfect coach for that type of thing, and I think that's why he finds so much success with these new teams. A lot of his timeouts are about making sure the mindset's there, the communication's there. G2 just took theirs. Let's see what happens. m0NESY's all opens. Feeling pressure to keep getting involved. m0NESY goes looking for a little bit more. Can't find anything the second time around. 3v4 now. Site taken for GamerLegion. They will have the plant at least. Left the man down in this post plant. Damage inflicted on ZTR as he tries to cross out of there as well.
They have to fight, yeah, flash back in. They're going to go for it, but MongolZ is so ready for this play. And the nades are out right now. MongolZ gets his second. Control taken. Full CT retake.
Oh, PR molly out into the open, takes all the fights, wins 2 of them, brings this into the 1v1. Snax can't stick the landing, and that is a mad round. Slen securing the 1v1, but it's PR's play in the molly.
Can they hang on to the lead?
I mean, even when we had Slend on the cast back at EPL, he was kind of crediting like the vibe and the atmosphere within this team and talking about how it's a big strength of theirs and it's something that they're working on.
I do wonder if the miss with the smoke was on purpose or not. Always a question. Slightly going to get his entry. It's a clean kill over m0NESY, AWPing in spawn, so it's going to do favors for GamerLegion as they come swinging out of A. PR with a couple of crisp entries on the con player and the site player. Bomb planted. This is done.
Yeah, you have to save, right? And it's because of what we were talking about earlier. Like, GamerLegion have done everything, all the legwork to make this an even half. And that's because, you know, your money's gone after this round if you're G2. So this save is required. And GamerLegion know that. GamerLegion will put bodies to go and hunt this down. ZTR's the front man. Now he's calling the rest of the squad to move out, fan out, and try and locate these players as well. It looks like Snax is going to get away with his.
Oof.
But Hunter has been spotted up in these apartments. They hear him running away. I wonder, are they both going to get out? Because Rez isn't running this.
No, they're fine. I think.
Well, I mean, here's the value of that save. There's now 4 guns in play, right? It was 2 guns saved, but both those players drop over, and so it's twice the issue it was if you tried to deal with it at the end of that last round.
A bit too safe for my liking, but it's okay. GamerLegion have brought this back from 6-0 down, and they might just even out the half. Again, PR, dry out round, runs amok.
What is he doing, bro? This is
bad. Cracked. 3 kills on the plate. m0NESY denies. Can he keep the round alive?
That's no util, solo run out A, gets out with a double kill, throws the whole round into chaos. Wow. G2 have fully bit down on rotating over, but it was a 2-man lurk over on this A site. Even though Torsten falls, B has been gifted over. You've seen Hunter, he's one of the B players. You're still suspicious because you haven't seen Snax yet, but now you're in the site, you know it's clear. Plant found, GamerLegion from 0-6 down, looking to split the half.
There should be no way for G2 to stop them. Kitless as they come through. in this 2v3. Molly does nothing. We have great position. Short ball posted. Connects, as does PR. We expected at this point. GamerLegion.
But he's certainly helping out.
No, I would have put my money on MongolZ every day in that fight, and he opened up a site in the most crucial gun round of this game. GamerLegion, they want this pistol badly. They're going to stop MongolZ from getting any space as PR taps out his first victim. Trade is good. G2 establish control.
Yeah, G2 have been on a 6-round hiatus. They want to remember what winning feels like. Starting things off with a pistol would be fantastic, and it's only Rez between them and that goal. He doesn't even attempt this. He runs for the hills. Rez is out of there, holding onto his armor, and dual Berettas into the next.
Could just be the round here off this kill. He needs something if he's going to attempt a retake. Mal's getting tagged up in middle, but this hit is inevitable here for G2.
That's awkward, but ZTR still manages to make it back. He's living on borrowed time, however, though. Pinsent by MongolZ.
That's the
snacks out through short, and yeah, that is the...
Without that, I think he gets a second.
Free to mid-control, and then an awkward flash from GamerLegion. Managed to get out of this round with next to no damage done their way.
I love this hunt for Heavy God. He knows just how valuable a kill here is going to be. Can't find it, but that was absolutely worth the risk, throwing in a player there.
But yeah, you know, like mixing it up in this map pick. Going for Mirage, hoping that this would be their way to break through G2. You assume that means they've seen something they could look to exploit. There were a lot of those B hits in the first half. It felt like maybe that was a bit of the game plan for GamerLegion, but it's not worked out thus far.
Here we go.
So this is the round where they have to change their fortunes here. Slend opens on that AWP.
Mal's late lug could be really impactful here, but again, it's up to ZTR, who's alone right now in the bomb site. Slend turn around, he got back in time for Mal's. There's the entry. Can G2 win a 3v5, or is this too much to muster? We've got two players in the site. Rez has crept in behind the smoke. ZTR gave MongolZ a chance, but he's not going to take it. And they're not ready for the player tucked in. The rotate is in time, leaving Heavy God without any to win this round. 1v4.
The apartments wrap is the thing that scares me. That's the one that could put a stop to this for Heavy God, but he's got the spot off. Okay, that was the danger, man. That was the big threat dealt with. Heavy God, now the ball's rolling. Time to put a fresh mag in that M4. Heavy God, 1 versus 4 as this begins. Gets it down to the 1v1. PR might be topping the charts, but there's no stopping Heavy God. Yes, there is. PR.
Using the nade just to get control, but Torsen responds with his. Oh, yeah, he didn't swing in, so Mal's just goes, hey, I know where you are.
Is like, I'm tired of trying to hit timings, bro. I just want to run at them. Mal's will get smoke spammed back out. MongolZ once more bested by Slend.
Snacks.
But it's only Slend. It's only Slend. They know this AWP is out towards CT. They know they've got him trapped in a box. Slend wrecked by these flashes, now ready to go. Up and over for Hunter, who brings the fight to Slend. A risky peek, sure, but he makes it work. One more in it for them. They'll be sitting a map up in this series with their one coming up next.
Great kill. The cover on Mouse against.
I mean, that's kind of the big danger man dealt with. PR was having a fantastic game at 15 and 16. He's topping the board for GamerLegion. You find him early, you breathe a little easier.
Slend got hit by that AWP shot. Gotta watch out here. MongolZ's on the line. Slend trying to escape. This is very dangerous. Yeah, just conceding That kill to the nade. G2 are out and about. They're in the middle of the site. Smoke is giving them cover to cross. They've got to plant quick. Hunter realizes they're going to get it down before there's any support. But that molly with a nade on the bomb is a big problem. No time. They get another kill. Heavy God has to stick, and he will get peeked if he does. He already knows it's over. Doesn't even try and win the round. Will hold on to his gun instead. Can he get the orb? Yes. That's something. I think he knew he couldn't win it.
Right? Like,
True.
they are still at their absolute limit in terms of the money, and there is still concessions they have to make in these rounds when they rebuy. 2 MP9s up in this one. And so for G2, they can't shake this feeling that it's only a matter of time till they win this game. Malb's low on ammo. ZTR with a swing out through the window. That MP9 finds success. They get past Malbs and they chase down Hunter. Wild scenes for ZTR.
No respect.
But some room was given up to make these plays. Some room was given over to fight for this mid control. And look where Heavy God has gotten to. Honestly waits with the bomb over in top mid, holding his ground as he goes back to get it.
Nice tuck. He's giving his teammate time to win the round right now. I'm honestly not in a hurry to fight.
PR back turned, dead in mid. Oh my God! Let's all just stay calm. It's fine. He got the kill, right? That's what you're telling yourself. Slend in this with the AWP. Here's m0NESY in top mid.
Oh.
That was the golden chance. And that was maybe the best opportunity m0NESY's going to give you, as now the smokes rain in on short. m0NESY barreling out through middle, and Heavy got spam. Oh, what? Slend caught him on the smoke. Now down to the 1v1. Heavy God, don't flub your lines here.
Oh no,
this was meant to be a done deal. Slend holds the angle. Heavy God moving in. Slend trying to offer GamerLegion a lifeline, but Heavy God wants to fight this, and he will. G2 walk away with Mirage. Tucked neatly under their belts. They steal the GamerLegion pick to open up this series.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
You could have had like a 9-3 first half if everything else still kind of played out the same. So yeah, wild to think about. But here we are. Pistol round's going to matter a hell of a lot. So let's check in with this one. Rez making an aggro move all the way in through middle. Bit of help from the rest of the gang.
Still remaining vigilant of a long split, so it's a good setup for GamerLegion, just playing inside of B. Smoke's going to isolate PR, or force him to make a decision whether he wants to commit. He's going to, he'll need to, as his teammate's just been found out. PR at the back of the bomb site. This could be an easy kill for G2. They try and isolate him. They've turned a 2-on-4 back on its head.
Malbs with 3 kills in this pistol. Single-handedly driving a wedge between GamerLegion and their goal of getting off to a good start. ZTR around in the corner over on short, goes looking, spots Malbs but can't get past him. Malbs is on for the ace. The saving grace of G2 in this pistol round. And his name is MongolZ MD. Ace secured, pistol round with it. What a turnaround from G2. As MongolZ and Snax's powers combined is enough.
The lobotomist is in, and yeah, a bit funny on the end, but it's all MongolZ, really. It is all MongolZ in this round. Clinical. Just clean on every single one.
And that is what it was at the start for GamerLegion, but now they've changed their mind. They've brought everyone over here.
Where's the smoke?
I don't think you want to smoke anymore. You want G2 to come into the stack.
Okay.
because you've got everyone here. Malb's dead.
Whoa.
Pistols spring to life. Heavy got on the board with the MAC-10, charging up through the top of Banana, but he needs even more. Everyone here for GamerLegion. Back's covered though, and Hunter bails them out alongside Heavy God.
Best in MongolZ multiple times in their head-to-head. Sand, angle, same result.
Ready for long as well. Double pit setup. Oh, smoke blown open. Malbs just didn't know where to look. Hunter, that's a crazy double up, but shouldn't be able to go any further here as it's just MongolZ left in this.
Oh, he saw him.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
100% saw him. But now they know MongolZ can wrap B, but he will have to run.
Someone like spamming AFK or something.
They're all chatting, having a little convo. MongolZ, yeah, not getting past that orb. Slan keeps it up, 3 kills, the 2 openers, and then, yeah, breaks the smoke, which lets his site players pop off. And G2 get held back on that A-Rap. GamerLegion don't wait long.
Oh, wow. The double kill from Hunter's POV was extra wild.
Yeah.
Oh, their meaty nades still committed to the play.
Oh, could have been great.
Oh, it's actually not that bad. The molly will
good.
catch him on the end.
That's funny. It's really good nades right now for GamerLegion. G2 have to go through. They have no HE to break it.
That's really awkward timing-wise.
It's a perfect start of a round.
They're going to get in at least. On plant comes through. Nothing that GamerLegion can do about that. And Hunter, even finding one through the smoke, helps alleviate some of this pressure. 4 on 3 now. PR was even watching the flank, so as far as they're concerned, there's still players unaccounted for here. Ready to come through over at Coffins, they'll go right into MongolZ. Him and Hunter at this crossfire set up. MongolZ delivers. Snax lends a helping hand, goes back to fight Slend. That's a very ballsy jump for Snax. Good thing he wasn't punished. Slend can't go anywhere in this clutch. And they are all around him.
Oh, I thought he was just going to jump on it, but yeah, not much to do, and they're both dead. That really hurts for GamerLegion, who get the 5v3 exactly how they wanted to, giving up the site to play retake.
Here, they're actually often in the better position and then having the rounds go against them. And so I think, like, tonally, this one feels a bit different to how the series started.
Nice flex of GamerLegion, though.
I would not be surprised to see this be a runaway T-side success story for the G2 squad. They're about to be 6-1 up, and so at like 20-30 seconds, they actually do just commit into B, which is where they're set up for.
Yeah, no block here, you'll notice. They hold
Heavy
on to the
God
molly.
will get out into the A site, but they're already hitting B. They are already in. They are committed to this. So playing right into the hands of this B stack.
Yeah.
That's the bomb dropped. Oh, God. MongolZ can't save the day, and Heavy God's too far away.
Oh, yeah, that's a real miscom for G2, where Heavy God's lurking so late, he can't call them back. They were already in.
Well, let's see if Heavy God can win this. 10 seconds. He needs both kills, and he needs them instantly. Low HP on PR, but the gun picked up. Heavy God saving.
Oh, hello. Rez has run down mid.
Aggression through middle. Hugo Byron will be in at the 3-star eatery tonight. Rez nails one. Snax dead.
Could have bailed there. Guess he jumped over the wall, so he felt like he had to come in. Oh my God, bro. This is your angle? If they jump up, you just
Blood no. Oh!
Blood is aware. It's crazy pause to play.
Bro, does he know? Look at him. Now he's taking an even more aggressive route.
He's trying to finish that damage, knowing Heavy God's low. Look, he's aiming even for a body shot here. He's going to catch something, surely, even if it's just a timing. It's a knife out. Dead man running. PR gets back into the apartments. Beautiful display.
Smoked off, he's locked out. Slen doesn't have a nade to blow this open with. So there's not actually anything he can do here.
I like that. Oh, close.
GamerLegion have lost this round before.
True.
They can't afford to have it go against them again, right? Another man up retake, but once more moves being made out of G2. Malbs creeping forward. That's ugly on the spray. And now it is just Heavy God left standing. This time it ends flawlessly for GamerLegion.
Oh, Mal shows really good technical understanding that he can plant in the molly because he's planting on the edge of the smoke.
And that's why losing a round like that, 5v3, feels so unforgivable for G2 because look what it's done to him.
This could be dangerous.
Fast out A, yeah, you've seen G2 find success from this before. Heavy God will get that key trade, but it's not without damage coming the other way. Huge nade for Rez. Horrific spray, though. Thankfully, his util's all right. Just Snacks left in this. Gonna close the gap, try and deal with Rez in the site. He's heard the footstep, Rez knows, and that kill's free.
He stepped, and then he started shifting. Like, bro, they've already heard you. Cannot turn your nose up at this. Even the double orb comes out, allowing Slen to stay on that A site. Up pace. Straight up banana. Flash is so good. They don't even check his position either. So unexpected. Torsen in the corner.
Everyone's wounded. You're a man down and you have no map control anywhere else. So it's kind of like the round is restarted here, only you're versus CTs that are very far forward, pushed up into these close choke points. If you can get past PR, there's still more layers to this apartment's hold. Good timing on the molly deploy. There's no way to chase that down now for G2. They won't even get a chance to trade this. And he's even fake smoked the apartments hanging around. He knows they're low on health. He's dealt with Heavy God. That was the one guy with any HP.
Oh
and
my
PR
God.
putting on a clinic, traps them in the apartments, and then collects the rent.
So wild.
But wait, Mastermind Snacks.
He's watching, but he's committed. He can't leave. He needs at least one.
One. Two!
Oh, two.
Snacks gets out with the double.
That's a robbery.
Mace out like a bandit. Snacks has teed up G2 in this pistol. Now it's down to the rest of them. Here's the aggro out through mid from that double porch setup. Slend and Torsen make quick work over the B players, though. Malbs and MongolZ offer up no resistance, and so it comes down to Hunter and Heavy God. They'll clear Torsen up close. They at least get the spot. They don't have to sacrifice a player for that information. Slend can't plant this bomb either. And so there is these fights available for G2. Hunter needs to keep his wits about him. He really needs this kill. Will get it. Torsen with a key trade, but very little time. Heavy God is going to use the clock against GamerLegion. He knows they need the plant. They fake it out, but Torsen plays with his food.
And again avoided. Double apps, and they're going to pop out. Oh, that's something. But do they know about ZTR? His timing.
He might miss his timing as well, right? They've already gotten past him. And Malbs is able to slink on past over towards
He's
short.
going to win the round if his team don't without him. That's the issue. He's so late. Oh, they check. 5v3, no kit. Go or don't. Go right now if you want to. Double smokes in, they start charging. MongolZ with another. It's a bit of a massacre. They got
all the kills! But no time! able to catch DTR as a result on his backstab. At least now you get to come through with your proper buy that much sooner versus a horrible buy for GamerLegion. You wouldn't know that they're the ones to have won 2 rounds in this second half on the back of this, but the MAC-10 opens. PR, no respect for Malbs, no respect for Hunter. What does he think of Snags? What's his take on Snags? That's what everyone's wondering. Oh, they don't respect him either. And so a Hail Mary B play with a MAC-10 at the front is all it takes. GamerLegion have won Inferno.
Does feel that way. Not to pin this all on him,
well,
but okay, this is let me reword that. This is what G2 look like when m0NESY's not having a superstar map.
I think, though, the bigger issue there is, like, you start in T-side, you wanted to get a good bank around so that in this second half, even if you don't win pistol, you get to bring that AWP out. m0NESY might never get to play with an AWP.
2 save guns, that's all G2 have. Maybe a quicker pace, got the long smoke, they get the flash, out they go, GamerLegion. Oh, denied by that block. Do they call it bluff? Yes, and they live to regret it. CZ highlight in 2025, haven't seen that in years. It might have been a decade. Hunter pulls it back for a 3K. And GamerLegion. Round over.
This is the first round they've won since that 5v3.
In the same way that we look at that 5-1 round that they threw and we're like, oh, that's the reason they lost this game or, you know, put them here. If they win this map now, it's because of that round, right? Winning an eco, the GamerLegion go fast on.
Really only left to explode out short. That's all they have.
Crossfire's so strong though. There's 15 seconds. There's 3 players here. There should be a bloodbath and not a nice one. GamerLegion just getting drowned. They get a team kill in the mix and that doesn't help them either. Hunter doubles up from coldzera. Box and PR doesn't have time to get that plant. The TK goes a long way for G2. After time? Yes, indeed. Okay. Need clean kills. Will G2 offer up any entries? It's not looking like it. Heavy God, a safe pair of hands, we call him. Doing exactly that, falling back. Oh, but the timing, they pop out. He's still caught in the open. The flashes render him useless. Support from the long side of his shot from m0NESY, and that leaves Heavy God a dead man. 1 by 1, G2 crumble, and now I am going to say it because it's had impact. m0NESY, another miss. 9 and 14 has had, frankly, no impact in this game, in this map. And he had a 1 chance there to save Heavy God to make that round a reality. Couldn't connect. Very strange considering he seemed on the ball in Mirage. Oh. Needed that.
Good save for Hunter. That much of a cheaper investment in this one. Score could still tighten up, but it's Torsen with more of this aggression. He's reminding G2, giving them the taste of what it felt like to play against Nico on this map with how he's been approaching his banana control, just barreling in with flashes from his teammates. Almost contact on the push. It's another one of these rounds where he gets away with the opener. Flash through. Snags forced back. Only player over at B right now.
Okay, m0NESY. Impactful kill getting rid of the lurker, and he's going to be able to go back as Hunter pushes on that kill and clears middle. They now know GamerLegion should be all banana. Even apartments. Hunter 20 kills, very confident play right now, pushing, freeing up another rotation for this B bomb site. GamerLegion have to commit, and they certainly can still do it, but m0NESY is here. Oh no, CT flash is good.
And there's the helping hand. MongolZ hits. And he hits hard. 3 kills from MongolZ's AWP. Finally, he finds his impact. Right, in this brief moment now, there's like no info for Snax over at B, so that'll keep 2 players there. Now they try to speed up on the A hit. They've got that 1 smoke down over in Moto. HeavyGod dropping off into the pit. These pistols closing the gap, and HeavyGod tries his damnedest. It's gonna have to be MongolZ. He's at least put this in the advantage of G2, keeping things in the 3-on-2. Moves around with the AWP. Takes position over his short, player up close. MongolZ hits it full blind. Slen dead. And now it's just PR, 21 kills deep. PR is the one you want in this clutch. With 2 players wrapping him around through behind. PR needs to keep his wits about him. Sandwiched between library and the short wrap. He can't do a thing.
So nice that Snax goes really late there because they think he's pit the whole time. He was pit. They saw him pit through the flash from pit.
Turn this one around from that 5-1 start. They went on one hell of a streak of their own. But now they're being asked to do it all over again. So they've got to dig deep here.
G2 looking for the 2-0. And MongolZ has come alive in these final few rounds of regulation.
I don't love... Has HeavyGod smoked apartments over on A? Oh, it doesn't. Look, check this out. Bomb's going to go back. Link back up with this A play. No?
Oh!
They thought about it.
Oh, they got the kill though. Bomb's still going back.
Yeah, I mean, you've just seen that that's the MongolZ AWP. You're anticipating that that means there's 3B. Now there's 2 on either side, so GamerLegion just need to make up their mind, and they're looking to commit into this A play. HeavyGod down in the pit. PR worked his way all the way up towards his truck earlier on, so HeavyGod has to hold the line. That double kill keeps G2 interested. He just went above and beyond with that spray down there. Now it's down to the rest of G2 to capitalize on it. Snax and MongolZ left up in this one. 10 kills apiece. Ugly clear, and Torsen gifted a freebie, continues his reign of terror. Nade could be huge. Torsen knocked out, but Slender's already fallen back. He's got this bomb to play around. Snax just running out of time, commits to a tap, and there's the backstab for Slend. Round secured, a GamerLegion.
After his 5v4, G2 try and force it in Banana this time for once, and they might just get it. That grenade does touch down. And so another man advantage for G2, but they've meant nothing in this game for both teams. Either roster winning 3v5s in this map. We have no way to stop these Molotovs here. They are integral to this execute.
Hobbs does have a CT molly ready to lob in. He's going to get that out now.
Oh, yeah.
As these mollies spread. Still a little pillar of safety found for Hunter. Regardless, his teammates are iced out. In the meantime, MongolZ with the transfer down. And Hunter teed up. Makes life real easy for him, does MongolZ MD.
Yes.
And look at the buy they have to do it. Couple of Tech 9s, Deagles, and an AK for Torsen.
Oh.
Rez dead first as MongolZ picks on that AWP. He's still looking to force more engagements down through middle.
He's been just a nightmare in the last 5 rounds, and really only the last 5 rounds of this game. Has MongolZ been doing the same thing, different ways, but getting the same result, finding a way to pick middle.
That's why that eco win was so huge out of G2. Not only did it kickstart this comeback, but MongolZ would have played Inferno without ever getting to use the AWP, which would have felt like a huge world of missed opportunities for G2, and you can't argue with the output he's had since that AWP has made its appearance. Snax and MongolZ trade favorably in at the top of Banana, but Snax actually hangs around to fight this, gets out with another. It's just PR, 23 kills deep on this guy. He needs 4 more.
Oh, the flash.
If GamerLegion don't want to run this back in OT. Right now he's pinned. 2 players behind him, 2 players in front of him. Drops in a weird smoke, tries to use it to his advantage, but the spam will shut him down.
Okay.
They don't know what's happening on Banana. They don't know if GamerLegion are in top middle. This is a tremendously claustrophobic CT side right now where no one feels like they have room. Eventually, Hunter's going to start moving back over, but this double hold has to be the real deal for the G2 squad. Heavy Gods overran. MongolZ left in this all alone, but continuing to deliver. Second kill lands. MongolZ can't stop now, but he will get overran. Slen left in it all alone.
Smooth.
Now planted. Lock that in. But tickled by the molly, chased down and finished off. Can't decide how he wants to fight that.
Oh, if he picked a gun, if he committed to it, he might have had that one kill. The Glock was the right weapon for the choice with both of them tagged up, but he went with AWP, then he swapped. It was too late. Whoa. That's a move. Torsen just spamming. Malbs gets all the advantages.
They see Torsen making the play, they've seen it before, and they know that the rest of GamerLegion likely aren't following suit in behind him. That's a huge pickup. MongolZ's not missed a beat, and so Slend finding him in that head-to-head. You've dealt with a serious problem piece of this A site. Heavy God now has to be that little glimmer of hope for G2. And the Heavy God shines so that the rest of G2 can survive. It's only Slend left to put a stop to. He's had a couple of these clutches attempted. Both times falling on deaf ears. Can he stick the landing this time around? Slem with 3 kills to his name already needs the ace clutch in this 1v2. Vincent burning and finished off. The molly will seal his fate. G2 narrowly get by with another.
Bro, Snacks had to win that round. My God, does he?
And the moves do have to get made here by G2. They want to retake top banana, but this is coming very late in the round. GamerLegion are already setting their sights on the A play.
No way Heavy God gets another double. I simply do not allow it. He has had so many. He is going to get tested once again. AWP and Snacks rotating in.
Your rotate players are locked out, right? The util gets rid of them, so you don't have to worry about these guys coming back from B just yet. You've got to clear out the site. They get past Hunter. Heavy got down in the pit. Last time was good. That's a wild shot, but just the one and done from Heavy God. Malbs and Snacks still continue finding success. There's the MongolZ AWP case, you forgot about it. And wow, they clamped down on GamerLegion, who felt like that round was theirs. Finally, they've done it. They get past Heavy God with minimal casualties. Hunter doesn't find a kill.
While Hunter drops out loud, audibly, very purposely, it's Heavy God who's still hanging around. Trying to sell this. The push, blinded, Torsen gets his kill.
He was mid-air as he lined that shot up, jumping up onto the car. Really well done from Torsen, but still, it might all be in vain. This will end at the B site, a 3v3 retake for GamerLegion. We saw in the first half, they stuck the landing on this round one time, they lost it another. These B retakes were not consistent for GamerLegion. But there's no second chances here, there's no excuses. If they want this game to keep going, they have to stop this. Plant found, nothing they can do about it. So now GamerLegion are the ones on the clock. PR also never rotated, he never believed this. And so he is a long way away. This is wasting time that GamerLegion feel like they don't have. Hunter flashed, takes an aggressive stance, Slen dealt with. Numbers starting to trickle from the ranks of GamerLegion as it might all come unraveled. Crazy comeback in that first half from 5-1 down, but ultimately falling on deaf ears. G2 pull up with a clean 2-0 to open up their run at PGL Bucharest.